Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. This doesn't work. No, don't touch it now. Don't touch it.
I'm going to sing it and then bring it.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. That's nothing. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Who has the kartals? Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yasodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yasodanandana Braja Janarandana. Yamuna Tiravanata. Yamuna Tiravanata. Play! Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yasodanandana Braja Janarandana. Yasodanandana Braja Janarandana. Yamuna Tiravanata. Yamuna Tiravanata. Yamuna Tiravanata. Yamuna Tiravanata. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Sri Radhe. Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya sound engineer here? It was working before? It was working before? Hare Krishna. Okay, just sit down now. If it's not gonna work, just sit down. Amayanantirandasya Gyanam Gyanashalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Asmai Shigurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Yadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Pada Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Sha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Radhana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakantitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Jai Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visabhanu Sate Devi Pranamami Hari Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Jai. I'm going to read this evening from the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Talks about the pastime of Lord Krishna, the binding. Mother Yasoda binds Lord Krishna. I'm not doing anything. It's an ecstatic symptom. just to prepare our mood, it'll be next month starts the Damodara month, the dearmost month. It's a month of Srimati Radharani. Hare Krishna. Yes. And next year also we will be observing, it is a leap year, so one extra month, it's Purushottam month. Those kids, they should be here. Haribal? Whose kids are those? Oh, well, we're talking about Damodara Lila here. The kids should be listening here. Sometimes we're told, oh no, Maharaj, your lecture is not for children. No, when I go some places like North Carolina, all the kids are right there in the front. No one is playing. It's not the time for playing for the kids. That's why we come here. You sit down. You're gonna sit for the 1 hour or stand for 1 hour? It's a little tapasya for you to sit down for 1 hour. Especially we're telling you the story of Lord Krishna when he was a young boy. Yes? We have the whole day to play, but now we're going to listen to Krishna's Lila. Okay? Yes? So this is the sweetest pastime of the Supreme Lord is Balya Lila. Balya means childhood pastime. And especially this pastime which occurred in the month of Damodar, Kartik. Actually, it says that this pastime occurred on Diwali. Everyone knows Diwali, right? Yes? In India, it's considered to be like a new year, Diwali. But for our tradition, Vaishnava Gaudiya tradition, our new year is on the Gaur Purnima. Yes, we change our calendar in that way. So, but every day, as Prabhupada says, is a new year for devotees. Because Krishna is ever fresh, so every day is a new year for us. You should remember this. So, this is how it goes. I'm going to read, and then from time to time, we will read the purport, and then we will discuss. Text 1 and 2, chapter 9 of the 10th canto. Shri Shuka Uvacha Ekada Grihada Shishu Yashodananda Gehini Karmantara Niyuktashu Nirmamanta Swayam Dadhi Yani Yani Hagitani Tadbhala Charitani Cha Dadhi Nirmantani Kale Smaranti Tani Agayata. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued. One day, when Mother Yasoda saw that all the maidservants were engaged in other household affairs, she personally began to churn the yogurt. While churning, she remembered the childish activities of Krishna. And in her own way, she composed songs and enjoyed singing to herself about all those activities. Purport. It is purport by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada's purport in the 10th canto is up to the stealing of the cows and calves by Lord Brahma. Then till the very end of Srila Prabhupada's Lila, he was dictating the purports, translating the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, quoting from the Vaishnava Tosani of Srila Sanatana Goswami, says that the incident of Krishna's breaking the pot of yogurt and being bound by Mother Yasoda took place on the Deepavali day, or Deepa Malika. Even today in India, this festival is generally celebrated very gorgeously in the month of Kartik by fireworks and lights, especially in Bombay. Oh yes, this time when everywhere in India is already polluted in major cities, and it becomes more polluted because the whole day practically they will be lighting fireworks. Not healthy at all. It is to be understood, Prabhu, don't touch anymore. It's already working. Huh?
I'm not touching.
Oh yes, somebody is touching there. No. Is this like this before? It was like this before?
No, it was good.
It is because of me, right? I didn't do anything. Okay. It is to be understood that among all the cows of Nanda Maharaj, several of Mother Yasoda's cows ate only grasses so flavorful that the grasses would automatically flavor the milk. Mother Yasoda wanted to collect the milk from these cows, make it into yogurt, and churn it into butter personally. Since she thought that this child, Krishna, was going to the houses of neighborhood gopas and gopis to steal butter because he did not like the milk and yogurt ordinarily prepared. While churning the butter, Mother Yasoda was singing about the childhood activities of Krishna. It was firmly a custom that if one wanted to remember something constantly, he would transform it into poetry or have this done by a professional poet. It appears that Mother Yasoda did not want to forget Krishna's activities at any time. Therefore, she poeticized all of Krishna's childhood activities, such as the killing of Putana, Agasura, Sakatasura, and Trinivarta. And while churning the butter, she sang about these activities in poetical form. This should be the practice of persons eager to remain Krishna conscious 24 hours a day. This incident shows how Krishna conscious Mother Yasoda was. To stay in Krishna consciousness, we should follow such persons. It's very interesting how Srila Prabhupada emphasized here how one can be Krishna conscious all day long. Sometimes devotees, they will be worried how to think of Krishna. They will ask, how can I think of Krishna 24 hours even though I will go to my 9-to-5 job? Prabhupada mentions here, if we remember how Mother Yasoda and other inhabitants of Vrindavan, this is how they will spend their day. Because different pastimes of the Supreme Lord is always being remembered by the Brajavasis. They will compose songs, they will compose poetry, and they will recite them. And in this way, there's not a single moment that the Brajavasis will not forget Krishna. So similarly, if we wish if we really wanted to be Krishna conscious, so even while working, we can remember some of these pastimes. The acharyas also mentioned that this Damodara Lila is not just always, it should be always. It is not just only in the month of Kartik that we remember the pastime of Lord Krishna being bound by the love of Mother Yasoda. Every day. And there's so many pastimes of the Supreme Lord, especially the Balya Lila. There is Balya, Pauganda, and Kishore Lila. Three types or three divisions where the Supreme Lord performed his pastimes in Vrindavan. But then later on, at the age of 11, he went to Mathura to kill Kangsha on the pretext of being invited for a wrestling match, but to fulfill that prediction at the time of the wedding, when there was a voice from the sky saying that, you fool, you are driving the chariot of your sister, and the 8th child will be the cause of your death. So to fulfill that omen, okay, we say omen. Sometimes it can be good and sometimes it could be bad omen. And so when Lord Krishna went to Mathura, Krishna lived in or performed his pastimes in Vrindavan for approximately 11 years. And even while still a young boy, young child, he killed the first demon. Who was the first demon Krishna killed? Yadurani? Who was the first demon? There you go. Yes. And who's the next one? Brinda? Who? It could be Trinibarta, it could be Sakatasura. Sakatasura, the cart demon. How did cart become demon? Because they can disguise themselves into many forms. Who is the demon Agasura? Yes. Who is Agasura? There you go. Hey, these boys and girls are very, very intelligent. You see, by just remembering them, because some of them are going homeschooling, they can remember those demons. So, in this pastime, specifically, the pastime whereby Krishna, you see, every day the gopis, the elderly gopis, they will complain to Mother Yasoda that your son and his elderly brother, they will come every day to steal our butter and yogurt. See, Krishna will do all of these mischiefs just so that the Brajabasis will have something to talk about. There's no other reason. Mother Yasoda, Nanda Maharaj, how many cows Nanda Maharaj has? Brinda? Do you know? 900? Yes, 900,000 cows. I think Brinda should join your homeschooling.
Sunday school they are going.
Well, Sunday isn't too long. For 1 week, they'll forget many things. Isn't it? Huh? So it says that in those days, so this is only Nanda Maharaj, 9 lakhs. But Krishna has practically unlimited cowherd boyfriends. And each and one of those cowherd boyfriend, they also would be going to the pasturing grounds of Vrindavan every day. So just imagine 1 lakh cows, approximately, just to give us an indication. How about the others? They also bring their own cows and calves. And right now, if you go to Vrindavan, the road is only like what? 2 ways. It says in those days, 5,000 years ago, very wide span passage, because all of them will go. If you have only 2 ways, then how are they going to bring all of those cows and calves? Not possible. So now we cannot really imagine how many cows and calves. So Mother Yasoda, because every day the cowherd women, the elderly gopis, they would complain that they said, "Oh, we are actually hiding our butter and yogurt so that your son and his elder brother, Balaram, will not be able to find where they are. And still they can find them. I think you should take away their ornaments. I think you should take away their very valuable jewels because they're so bright. That is the way how they can find. But then he says, no. Better keep them. There is some effulgence coming from their body. This is the reason why they are able to find. So now Mother Yasoda was thinking, what's wrong with my butter and yogurt? Why is it that my son has to go and steal the butter and yogurt from the neighboring friends? This is not proper. So on that day, Diwali, she wanted to make sure that she herself will make and prepare the butter and yogurt. So on that day, she was wearing what color of sari? Yellow. Yellow sari. Yellow is a color of purity. It's like when there is a wedding, before the wedding, yeah, what is it that they will do? They will smear haldi, yeah? Purify the bride and the groom. Isn't it? Yeah. So on that day, she wants to prepare and she wants to make sure that everything is pure. She wants to make clean. So on that day, she asked all of these servants who used to make yogurt and butter. That means Mother Yasoda doesn't make yogurt and butter every day, but especially on that day, Deepavali. So she prepared milk. Now, the cows, 9 lakhs, 900,000 cows. Is that your boss calling you? Huh?
Boss is fired, Maharaj.
The boss is fired. But the next boss. So what happened is that she chose a particular breed of cows because it says that those 9 lakh cows of Nanda Maharaj, they have different colors, different characteristics. Some of them are called Mridanga head. This is some problem.
No, it is good, Maharaj.
No, is some problem there or
Yes,
here?
radio interface. Something interface.
Yeah, Maybe my phone or what?
No, no, no. All the battery is also.
Yeah, the battery. Anyway, you should have a backup. Where is Jagdish Singha? Where is he? Busy somewhere? He's not hearing. That's why we came, so that he can hear this. And he asked me to speak on Balya Lila, and he's not here.
He's doing some other Lila. He is busy with something.
He's in Pauganda Lila now. Hari, Hari. So, yes, the specific cows that can give the best quality of milk is black cow. And it's very rare to find a black cow these days. We have also in Vrindavan, we have a Goshala, about 450 cows we have, and I don't see many black cows. Mostly, not all the cows that we have also give milk. Now it's very rare to find cow's milk. In India, you know this Amul milk, mother dairy milk. This is not cow's milk. You know what it is? Buffalo milk. Of course. Now there are more buffaloes than cows. And not all the cows are giving milk. So Mother Yasoda's cows, she wanted to make sure that what they will eat are really very, very fresh green grasses, so that they will give milk. This is the mystery here. Prabhupada says, milk, if you drink milk, especially cow's milk, what do you call this? Giri? Giri cows is like a certain breed. We went to Patel Brothers store the other day. There is this specific type of ghee, A2. We called it A2 ghee. Yeah, so these are very special. But what to say during 5,000 years ago, Mother Yasoda, the cows that she chose, she wanted to make sure that they will give the best quality milk. And that will be flavorful. You can smell the different aroma, the fragrant aroma of the grass. The mystery is that they will eat grasses and it will yield the most important food. When we were young, what is the first food that we drink or eat? Milk. And when you get old, you better also drink milk. It will give you so much strength. So now, it's time to make this yogurt and butter. And while Mother Yasoda was churning, she was actually, she wanted to make sure, see, every day she would be sure that before Lord Krishna wakes up, she would be on the bedside of Lord Krishna. But on this day, no, she woke up early and started churning this buttermilk. But before that, she put this milk in a pot to boil them. Did you ever make ghee or make butter or yogurt? Yes?
Yes.
You will boil them first, right? I've seen a video how they make, how they produce yogurt. It's like, it's like machine. I don't know. Especially in India, everything is almost contaminated. the ghee, the yogurt, they mix many, many things, isn't it? But no, Mother Yasoda, no. So, in this 9th chapter, Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur says that Krishna stopped Mother Yasoda from churning the yogurt in order to drink milk. Krishna played the role as like an ordinary human being. Even though he's God, he became angry because Mother Yasoda, at that time, she was boiling the milk. And when Lord Krishna woke up, Mother Yasoda was not around because she was standing the milk. And immediately when Krishna started to cry, Mother Yasoda left the stove to see how Krishna is doing. But then it says that the milk started to become jealous of why Mother Yasoda left the milk. So it says that the milk, because everything in the spiritual world is fully conscious. The trees, the animals, the birds, the plants, everything, even the dust of Vrindavan, fully conscious what to say of the milk. So now the milk says, what is the use of my life? I better commit suicide. The milk is thinking like this, there is no use for me. Why Yasoda left me? But then again, Mother Yasoda, see, because when it's boiling, what happens to the milk? Comes out of the container, of the pot. Maybe your milk also thinks like that sometimes, huh? So Mother Yasoda now, she remembered that there is milk. So instead, because Lord Krishna wanted to drink the milk from Mother Yasoda's breast. But then she put down Lord Krishna, even though Krishna is not satisfied yet. So she was thinking that this is more important because this milk also is for Krishna. Yeah. So temporarily she wanted to put Krishna aside, and then she ran towards the milk to turn off the oven. Of course, they don't have gas oven at that time. The stove, yeah. The best cooking fuel is cow dung. They must be using cow dung as fuel at that time. The next one is wood. Did you ever cook like that?
Yes, Maharaj.
At home? In your childhood? And then next one to that is oven. Actually, there is also this fuel made of petrol. They will use that also, isn't it? Kerosene. So it's different degrees. The best is cow dung. So Mother Yasoda went. She went to turn off the oven or the stove. Now Krishna became angry. Why? Why my mother left me alone? Actually, when he was crying even before, he says that Lord Krishna's crying is like having tears also crocodile tears. You know what's crocodile tears?
Actually, yeah.
It's not really real. Sometimes the kids, they will, to get your attention, they will cry, but not really crying. It's like they have tears here, but it will not fall down. Is that true? Brinda? Where is Brinda? Yes? Huh? They're very clever. If they want your attention, they would do that. So Krishna, the feelings of Krishna is real in this pastime. It is not made up. It is not made up. So what happened is that when Mother Yasoda went to run to take care of the milk, then Krishna became angry. Now his anger is not superficial. God has a feeling also. Whatever feelings we have is a reflection of how Krishna feels also. The only thing that Krishna doesn't have is envy. He doesn't envy anybody. He's compassionate. He's equal to everyone. The living entities, yes. We have that anartha, envy. So, Krishna, in order to, again, kind of like, hey, this is not proper, let me do something. So, what he did is that he went to where the butter and yogurt were hanging from the ceiling. Because this is how they store butter and yogurt, clay pots. When it is stored in clay pots, it's like in Jagannath Puri. All the prasadam is being cooked in clay pots. They will be cooked in different layers. It's amazing the system here. How just by one flame they can have so many pots and everything will be cooked. So now, with his monkey friends, they were there. Actually, the monkeys were watching what's going on. Monkeys are always there. So, along with the monkeys, and with the help of the monkeys, he turned over this wooden grinding mortar because he cannot reach. And at the same time, he used one small pebble stone because it's so high, right? So with one stroke, he broke the pot. And in order to reach and to have a big feast of butter and yogurt, he put this wooden grinding mortar upside down to help reach the hanging of the butter and the yogurt. So now he knew also at the same time that what he did was wrong. This is not proper. He realized that, oh, what I did is not good. So there was some fear there that if Mother Yasoda will catch him, he will be in big trouble. Big trouble. So at the same time, while he was eating the butter and yogurt, along with the monkeys, his eyes going right and left. He was thinking that any time Mother Yasoda will come and I'm going to be in trouble. So what he did is that he started to get out of that room. But then all the butter and yogurt, they're all scattered all over the floor now. So when he was walking, of course, when there's butter and yogurt and you step on them, it will touch your feet. So Mother Yasoda, when she returned, because now the boiling of the milk has been prevented, she returned and she cannot find where is Krishna. She was worried.
Unlock your iPhone first.
Me?
He's also listening.
Yeah, he wants to hear. So now,
You want me to use chat?
no. I'm not asking you. Okay. What happened now is that she was worried. Where is my baby Krishna? Because I'm sure the parents are also worried. They're always watching where is my child? Where is my child? You cannot take away your eyesight onto your child, especially when they're young. Maybe this is the one. Hmm?
No, battery is off.
I'm not even touching it. No, this is not the one. So now, Krishna left his trace because Mother Yasoda can see where Krishna went. Because when he was walking away from the room, the trace of his footsteps, the footprint can be seen because, you see, on the bottom, the sole of Lord Krishna's lotus feet, there are different markings. There's a marking of flag, tulsi, there's a marking of a bow, fish. Hey, he's very good. Yeah. Those different markings they can only be found on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like Radharani, she also has markings on her lotus feet. Lord Nityananda, Advaita Acharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, while walking away, she knew that Lord Krishna walked this way. So now, she was very angry. She was upset. Why all of this butter and yogurt, which is meant for him, are also being broken? The pots. And along the way, she found a stick. She wanted to teach Krishna a lesson. Now, Mother Yasoda, she will not harm Lord Krishna. No. That is not her intention to pick up the stick. But this is only to prevent Lord Krishna to not repeat again the same mischief. It's like in our Gurukul system, the children also sometimes they're very naughty. So Prabhupada says, yes, you can show the stick, but don't use it. It will give them the impression that they will be punished, but they will not. So what happened now is that Lord Krishna, while he was walking away, but he's always looking back and forth, whether if Mother Yasoda is behind. And now, all the gopis, the neighboring gopis also, elderly gopis, they were watching. They're not alone. Mother Yasoda and Krishna, they're not alone. Everyone, even his cowherd boyfriends, his the monkeys, they're all watching what's going on. So just imagine this scenario of Krishna. Now he started to run because he saw Mother Yasoda just behind him. He started to run. You can picture that also in your mind. You've seen that painting? Yeah, Krishna is like running and then Mother Yasoda, yeah, coming after him with the stick. And Mother Yasoda, her sari started also to become loosened, her hair becomes scattered. You know, even right nowadays in South India, they will have flowers tied up to their hair. Yeah, in South India specifically, right? Especially Mogra. Is this Mogra?
Yes.
So like this, they will tie into the hair. So all of them like scattered everywhere, here and there. And everyone was watching, and the gopis, they were all laughing. What is this? How is it that Mother Yasoda is running after her child? This is unusual, because this is the first time this happened. Therefore, he was running, and finally, Krishna was caught by Mother Yasoda. And Mother Yasoda, to teach the lesson, and so that he will not repeat the same mischief, she wanted to bind Lord Krishna with a rope and tied him into the wooden grinding mortar. The same. Actually, it says that the rope that she was using to tie up, in the beginning it was 2 fingers too short. So what she did, she asked the servants, Nanda Baba's servants, to collect all the ropes they can find at home. And still, when she started to really tie it up, Krishna, because Krishna was saying, I'm gonna live, I'm gonna go, I just want to go to the forest. Mother Yasoda was telling her, why don't you just go with your monkey friends? You're so naughty. And Lord Krishna says, yes, I will go. But Mother Yasoda was in fear that if Krishna will really go, Krishna will be in problem, because there's so many wild animals in the forest. And therefore, all the ropes in Nanda Baba's palace or home is all exhausted, still 2 fingers too short. And so she asked all the elderly gopis, you go home also and bring all your ropes. So now the Acharya says, because Lord Krishna was still a young boy and his waist is like the size of your fist. Size of your fist. So how is it, after all the ropes from the neighboring gopi's house, they were all collected and she connected all of them, still, when it's time to bind Lord Krishna, is still 2 fingers too short. Why is this? See, in this pastime, the glories of Mother Yasoda being the perfect mother is being magnified so much. The love of Mother Yasoda is the best towards one's own child. The best example, and this relationship is what you call Vatsalya, Vatsalya Ras, parental love. It's very astonishing and uncommon parental love, with Krishna as the object and Nanda and Yasoda as the shelter, must have been due to most extraordinary, unparalleled sadhana. Parikshit had asked the question to Sukadev, but the story of Drona and Dara did not reveal such extraordinary sadhana. The problem is this, the battery.
Yes, Maharaj, it looks like
Seeing that Parikshit was not too pleased, Sukadev then began speaking about the pastime of Damodara Lila to bring out the real answer to Parikshit's question. So, there is no way that we can be Mother Yasoda or Nanda Maharaj, but we can follow in the footsteps of. Is a new battery now?
Yeah, that was the second.
Oh, you did not use immediately. I thought you only have one. Because my voice, I have to take care of my voice. I've been speaking like every day, 2 times, 3 times. Hare Krishna, there you go. Nine o'clock. Almost 9 o'clock. Almost 9 o'clock. Yeah? So, just to conclude this, because it's a long, we only touch one verse. It's a long. We, as I was mentioning earlier, we cannot be another Mother Yasoda or another Nanda Maharaj or Sridham or Subal or any of the gopis. Those positions are already taken. But we can follow in the footsteps in the same mood of serving Lord Krishna. Like Putana. Putana's intention was to kill Krishna, but she wanted to also feed Krishna milk from her breast, just like a mother. And Lord Krishna fulfilled that desire. And she became like that of a mother in the spiritual world. How many mothers do we have? 7. 7 mothers, isn't it? Yeah, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, the wife of the king, the wife of the guru, the wife of our own mother, Mother Cow. Who else? Yeah, the wife of the Brahmana. 7 mothers. 7 mothers. So, Putana became like a nanny in the spiritual world. Krishna only sees the good qualities that we have. If he's going to see our bad qualities, we will not be qualified at all. So we should be like that also. We should only look, especially in the conditioned state. We have so many anomalies, we have so many shortcomings. And if you're going to look at all those things, then we will commit Vaishnava Parad. And that is the worst aparad. So Mother Yasoda, her love towards Krishna is the highest example of how a mother loves the child. It says that the mother's love towards the son is the first love. And especially the first son's love towards the mother is the last love. Again, the mother's love towards the son is the first love by the mother, from the mother. And the first son's love towards the mother is the last love. So here we can see how Mother Yasoda doesn't want to hurt Krishna, but she wants to teach Krishna the lesson, because she doesn't want Lord Krishna to grow up being naughty, being a bad boy. And I'm sure all of you who are mothers, and my mother also told me one time, you just don't know what it is like to be a mother. The mother's love and the father's love are not the same. Both are love. But, it's the father would like to protect the child, the mother would like to protect the child also, but it's not the same. We stayed within our mothers. We were with our mother together for 9 months. Never separated. When we were in the womb of our mother, we're always with her. Right? Mm-hmm. Of course, it says that the son's character came from the mother, and the daughter's character came from the father. That's how it goes. But we only have one mother. We can have many fathers. It's like, sometimes the mother will marry again and again and again and again, but the mother is always one. Am I correct? Yeah. Mother are irreplaceable. So Mother Yasoda's love, according to the acharyas, this two fingers too short, it symbolizes one's endeavor and Krishna's mercy. One's endeavor, our endeavor to attain Krishna. Eventually, Krishna will give himself to those who are pure and sincere in their approach. And specifically, this can be shown in how we are serious with our sadhana. Our spiritual master always say like this. He always emphasizes this sadhana. Chanting our rounds attentively, avoiding the offenses, and don't criticize any devotees. Then, only then, love will manifest, this love for Krishna. Krishna is not so easy to achieve. Rarely achieved, it says in the Nectar of Devotion, isn't it? The Jnanis, you can study the Vedas and you will not reach Krishna. The Jnanis, the Yogis, they will not attain Krishna if there is no Bhakti. And Bhakti develops when we are sincere, especially following the instructions coming from our spiritual master. Fully understanding Krishna is not possible, because Krishna is always expanding all the time. Prabhupada says, don't try to understand Krishna. It's not possible. Then what shall we do? Just try to develop your love for Krishna. And developing love for Krishna starts with developing our love towards our spiritual master and the Vaishnavas. It's not possible to say, I love Krishna, but then I don't like his devotees. No. Prabhupada says, if you love me, love my dog. That means the servants of the Supreme Lord. Anyone who says he's my devotee is not my devotee. But anyone who says he's a devotee of my devotee is my devotee, Lord Krishna says. This is coming from Lord Shiva telling to Parvati. So this pastime is very sweet. Of all the pastimes of the Supreme Lord, this is the sweetest. Yasoda means she who gives fame. She gave fame to Krishna by showing how he is controlled by prema, by agreeing to be tied up. See, it's like the babies, the children in India, they have this black thread around their waist. Yeah? Krishna also has a black thread and his waist. So how is it that he cannot be tied up by practically unlimited rope? The whole universe is within. The whole material creation is within. Like, remember that story of Mother Yasoda? The Gopas, the cowherd boy friends of Lord Krishna, complained to Mother Yasoda that Krishna ate mud. Have you been to that place in Vrindavan? That Vishramghat? Huh? Vishramghat, or Chintaharan. Okay, I'll take you someday. Those places. That is the place. They sell the mud over there. The same mud that Krishna ate. Krishna actually ate. But then to prove that actually I did not eat. No, they're just angry at me. He was telling to Mother Yasoda. But then Mother Yasoda, to prove that that he did not eat much. So, you can look at I'll open my mouth. And then Lord Krishna, after opening his mouth, Mother Yasoda looked inside the mouth. But actually she was looking at the abdomen, what's inside. And everything, the whole universe, this is another form, universal form. It was inside the mouth of Lord Krishna. And she even saw herself inside. The whole Vrindavan is there, and she saw herself inside the mouth. So that Yoga Maya, another energy of Lord Krishna. In the spiritual world, Yoga Maya, predominating energy in the spiritual world, covered up Mother Yasoda to see Krishna as God. And she was actually praying to Lord Narayan, what's happening here? Something is not proper here. But then she was covered up. Because for the Brajavasis, they don't care whether Krishna is God or not. Only what they care is that how they can increase their love for Krishna. So this is our goal. How we can increase our love for Krishna is to always increase our faith, especially in the holy name. If we have that faith towards the Lord's holy name, His fame, His form, His qualities, and His pastimes, then we'll be able to develop love for Krishna one day. Krishna will give Himself to that devotee who's endeavoring to attain Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is not easily being obtained. sudurlava, rarely obtained. But Krishna will give himself eventually. So yes, and he only controlled by prema, by his devotee. That's why sometimes he says that the devotee is greater than Krishna because of their love. So this is the best example how we can develop our love for Krishna, that we can bind Lord Krishna with our love. So it is a symbolic also that this rope is actually the love of the devotee towards Lord Krishna. She bound Lord Krishna by her love, Mother Yasoda. And that is our goal. It is possible, but it is at the same time very difficult, not so easily. Yasoda means she who gives fame. To whom? To Krishna. She gave fame to Krishna as the person who is controlled by his devotee. Okay, I stop here now. What happened to Jagdish Singh? Oh! Any other points or question on this? Brinda, you have any question? No? So anyone, it says here, anyone who desires to be Krishna conscious in motherly affection or parental affection should contemplate the bodily features of Mother Yasoda. Eventually, when we come to the platform where we become mature and we'd like to serve Krishna in a particular mood, we have to follow in the footsteps of the eternal associates. One of the eternal associates of the Supreme Lord. Follow in that way how they serve Lord Krishna. They become like our role model. But for now, we cannot even control our senses. We cannot control our mind. We're having difficulty chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But don't worry. Keep chanting. I've been asked this many times, Maharaj, why sometimes I chant nice rounds, sometimes, not so nice. What shall I do? Keep chanting. There is no other solution to this. No. If you become discouraged and says, well, I am committing offenses while chanting, so better not chant. That's not the solution. Keep chanting. Krishna only sees our endeavor. And eventually, one day, we'll go beyond that anartha nibriti, cleansing of the anarthas, getting rid of anarthas. Then we'll become fixed, nista, then ashakti, ruchi, nista, ruchi, ashakti. Ashakti means really attached. This is like, in the beginning is faith, adosrada. But then there is a fix, cannot be shaken. That's when it comes to that. And then it'll be bhava, the preliminary stage of prema, and then prema. And then within prema, there are different levels. And the topmost is mahabhava. Only Radharani has that. Okay, any other points or comments? Any questions or comments?
The point you made about the chanting and how then the question is, we also told that if you chant more, you will chant better. Is that correct? Like
From quantity comes quality. 16 rounds is minimum, and we're not even able to do 16 rounds. It's great. It's very difficult to chant 16 rounds attentively. So from quantity comes quality. But our Guru Maharaj says also, and Prabhupada says, he emphasized also reading. Along with chanting, reading should be there. It is like complementary to each other. The whole purpose why Prabhupada wrote these books, he says, it's not just for selling. It is for you to read. And what is his main criticism? My main criticism to my disciples is that they don't read enough. I wrote these books for them to read. Why? To convince you to chant Hare Krishna. That is the main purpose. When you read the purpose of Srila Prabhupada, is chant Hare Krishna. When you read, you will inspired to chant. When you chant, you'll inspired to read. There's no such thing as I only want to chant and I'm not going to read Prabhupada's books. Now, what is the meaning by reading? It is also hearing. Because most of you are very busy than honeybee. You can hear lectures, Prabhupada lectures, Guru Maharaj lectures. It's like coming along here. Mataji asked me, there is this app from Guru Maharaj, right? G.K. Goswami. It's available in Android also. Android phones and also iPhones. Make it a point to hear every day. It doesn't matter what you do. So do like that. Any other points or comments? Ten, 9, 8, 7. Children, do you have any question? Balaram? Huh?
You said milk became jealous, right?
What's that?
Milk became jealous when it was
Yeah.
And,
Because he
jealous.
actually he doesn't want, or she doesn't want, whatever that may be. The milk doesn't want Krishna to drink all the milk from Mother Yasoda. Because what is the purpose of me then? What is the use of me?
So that's transcendental jealousy.
Yeah, this is transcendental jealousy. It's not the same as mundane jealousy. So the milk says, might as well give up my life to jump outside of the boiling pot or the pot where the milk is contained. Oh, there's no use of me, might as well I give up my life. Prabhupada says there is no envy in the spiritual world, but there is a competition, spiritual competition. Who can serve Krishna the best? And in the spiritual world, everyone is pushing each other to go closer to Krishna. They're not like hindering another devotee. No. Except the Gopas. They have that special Lila or Rasa. The Gopas, they want to be, who will be the first to Krishna? Mm. But that's a different. And the Gopas, they can go on top of the shoulder of Krishna and Balaram. But we cannot do that. We cannot even go climb the Govardhan hill. The Brajabasis, they can do it. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not climb Govardhan hill. Mm-mm. No. Yeah? Anything else? Ho, ho. Raise your hand so I can see where you are. Okay? Hare Krishna. Go ahead.
Shuddhanam means what, Maharaj?
Sudhanam, pure chanting. There are 3 types of chanting: Nama Aparad, Nama Bas, and Sudhanam. Nama Aparad means offensive chanting. That your mind goes everywhere. You're not attentive. Namabas means clearing stage. Even in Namabas, one becomes liberated, but one not necessarily attain love of God. You can only attain love of God in Sudhanam. And that means you will be chanting all the time, tasting the nectar of the holy name. Right now, we don't have taste chanting. We have taste for everything except the holy name. See, there is no difference between. That's why Krishna is absolute. Everything that has connection with Krishna is not different than Krishna. Like prasadam. How come we like so much prasadam? But when it comes to chanting, not really. Because there's no difference between prasadam and Krishna also. Prasadam means favor, means mercy. So why is it that we don't have taste? Because we're in ignorance. We don't have taste for chanting. So that Sudhana means you will taste the holy name as nectar. Yeah, that is our goal. But to attain that, at least Prabhupada says, come to the platform of goodness. Go to the platform of Madhyam. Don't remain as Kanishta. Don't remain as neophyte. Neophyte means you only see Krishna and yourself. You don't see the devotees. That's why I was mentioning it. Was it last night or yesterday? Yesterday morning. We should be a good observer. Yeah? I mentioned that yesterday, I think, in the teaching of from Prabhupada. When he first came, he observed everybody, everyone. So you should be like that also. See everyone. But not to judge. Because that will be an offense also to judge others. We should appreciate everyone. A pure devotee of the Lord, he sees everyone as a devotee except himself. This should be our mood. But it is not artificial. It will come automatically. We should appreciate everyone. Even these children, we should appreciate them, how fortunate they are. Right from the very beginning, they're being trained up to be Krishna conscious. That's why they'll be very, very powerful. So, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, minimum you can go back to Godhead in 3 lifetimes. By chanting Nama Parad, Nama Bas, and then Sudhanam. But Prabhupada says, though, that you can go back to Godhead in 1 lifetime. But that is very rare. But it is possible. It is possible. We have to work hard for that though. Not so easy. Not so easy. Especially for Grihastas. But Grihasta ashram is the best ashram in Kali Yuga. Because you learn a lot. If you're not learning, if you're not becoming wise as a Grihasta, if you are going to be carried away by Maya, it's not possible to go back to Godhead in this lifetime. But it is possible. It's very easily to be distracted in Grihastha ashram, but it is also very easy to become Krishna conscious. Both ways. Huh? Whatever you do, even at work, we mentioned that again, it is also bhakti yoga. You have to think like that. I'm working, but I'm not a materialist. Okay, any other points? Yes.
Really accept my obeisances. Very nice. I have just one question. When Yasoda, Mother Yasoda, she herself in the Krishna's mouth, and after that, did she see like a Krishna the God, or still she's thinking because it's still in the brush? If you talk
Yeah.
about Krishna,
She
they don't believe Krishna the God. They think he might child.
yeah. But she was covered up by Yoga Maya. Sometimes the elderly gopas, they will be talking amongst each other. Sometimes you say, he must be Narayan. He must be Narayan. Or he must be a demigod. Or he must be a superhuman being. But then later on, they will just admonish all of those. For them, they don't care. They will think, oh, maybe Nanda Maharaj can tell us who is Krishna. But Nanda Maharaj doesn't know also Krishna. For him, Krishna is his most lovable son. For Mother Yasoda, Krishna is her most lovable son. Because of the Yoga Maya potency that covers up to see Krishna in his, what do you call this? Position, not Vatsalya, as a supreme. Everyone. Okay, anything else? You have a question here? Someone raise your, yes, Prabhu.
Maharaj, you mentioned that Krishna doesn't have envy, but we have envy. So where does that envy come?
The envy comes from Krishna, so that we'll develop love. The opposite of envy is love. If there is no envy, you'll not be able to learn how to love. Well, envy is there because you are in the bodily platform. If you see yourself as a servant of Krishna and understanding everyone is a servant of Krishna, you will not envy anyone. Actually, you will help everybody to become Krishna conscious. The problem here is we are in the bodily concept. We're thinking I'm black, I'm white, I'm American, I'm Indian, I'm Hindu, I'm Muslim. These are all bodily designations. We have to get rid of our upadhis. Upadhis means bodily concept. In the spiritual world, they don't envy anybody because everyone is a devotee of the Lord. They appreciate everyone's love for Krishna. They will say, oh, I wish I have the same love for Krishna. Like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when in Jagannath Puri, when there was this elderly woman use the shoulders of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to see and have darshan of Jagannath. Everyone was saying, "Oh, no, you cannot do that." Lord Chaitanya, no. Let her have darshan. I wish I have the same mood to see Jagannath. So we should appreciate everyone. If we appreciate everyone's the way how they practice bhakti, then there is no envy. Oh, that rhymes, eh? If we appreciate everyone's bhakti, there'll be no envy. The problem is we don't appreciate others, how they love, how they wanted to develop love for Krishna. If there is the appreciation towards everyone, how can you be envious? That's why the first quality that we need to develop is humility. Without humility, there'll be envy. Oh, again, it rhymes. Without humility, there will be envy. And to be humble is not artificial. No, it cannot be artificial. To be humble. No, it comes naturally also. But how to be humble? Be humble. How to be humble? Be humble. But you cannot say, "Hey, I am humble." No, you cannot say that. That means you're proud. Isn't it? If you say, "Hey, I'm the most humble person here." No, that means you are very proud. Okay, we stop here now because tomorrow we're going to Boston to attend the 60th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada's arrival in America. That'll be a huge festival. You know, and you can see it live also if you're not able to come. We'll be going on a boat ride to experience how is it like when Prabhupada first came to America. He doesn't know anybody. He was alone. Just imagine that. No one to greet him. The first person who greeted him was a travel agent to go from Port Authority in New York to Butler, Pennsylvania. Just imagine that. Coming to a foreign land and no one to greet you. It must be very fearful, isn't it?
Back to New York.
Especially in New York. But he sees the opportunity to preach Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message. And he sees that they are hungry to hear. He never lose hope. No, it was very optimistic. Yeah. Okay, we stop here now. Did you take prasadam already?
Yes, Maharaj.
Yes, Maharaj.
Oh, good. So now you can all go home?
Still there, we can take a plate also.
Yeah, you can take out. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Guru Maharaj ki jai. Lord Krishna ki jai. Nitai Gaur Sitanath Premanande. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Your Holiness,